This is Charleston City Councilman Jim McBride here. Going to give you a little bit of a wonky but very important presentation. I hope to keep you entertained as much as I can to get you through this. It's important. This is about our traffic and infrastructure on Johns and James Island. This website right here, charlestontransportation.com/public-input, right there in the green. That is a very important website that I invite you and encourage you to go to and check out all the aspects of it. It's because this is about the Charleston County Transportation Sales Tax 2026. And we all know that the 2024 sales tax failed by a 2-to-1 ratio across the whole county. It was not popular for a lot of reasons. So I want to explain why this sales tax is coming up again. So please go to that website. This is what Charleston County is doing. They want this time, because of the massive defeat in 2024, they want to be much more transparent, have a lot more stakeholder engagement, and use a lot more data to plan the different projects they want to do. The Mark Clark Extension 526 is not going to be on the 2026 sales tax. Whether you were for it or against it, it's not going to be on the 2026 transportation sales tax. The good news with that, whether you're for it or against it, the good news of that is that that will allow about $2 billion with a B to be allocated towards other smaller projects. So this sales tax is expected to raise about $4.25 billion with a B in revenue over a 25-year period. And probably, unlike the 2016 sales tax, the county will bond or borrow against the expected revenue to be able to do larger projects earlier, unlike the 2016 sales tax. So for example, the main road segment A project that's being done right now, expected to be complete in 2028. They had to wait a long time to start that project. They just started it in 2024 from a 2016 sales tax. That's because they did not structure that sales tax to bond or borrow against it, against future revenue. So that delayed that project significantly. If they had bonded against it in 2016, this project could have been done 5 years ago or more. So those are some significant differences from the 2016 sales tax. What else? Here's the 4 main categories they're looking at doing. It's not just going to be roads. It's going to be public transit, green belt, to preserve our land, especially on Johns Island. There's a lot of land still to be preserved, and then bike and pedestrian, if that will help reduce traffic on our main roads. Okay, by the council's direction, so on September 25th, Charleston County Council, again, I want to clarify, I'm not talking about city council. I'm a city councilman. This is Charleston County Council. So on Johns Island and James Island, you have Councilman Joe Boykin and Councilwoman Jenny Honeycutt that overlap District 3 on Johns and James Island. That is who's putting together this sales tax. They directed these 3 things to happen: to gather input from residents, stakeholders, etc., review past TST projects to identify unfunded and underfunded projects for possible inclusion in the new sales tax, and report back within about 90 days to Charleston County Council for review. So that makes September, 90 days later is December. Sometime in December, Charleston County will have a final kind of overview of all this input, public input. Here's what's important for you is to go to that website I gave at the beginning of this and take the survey. Believe me, folks, they are taking public input because, again, the 2024 sales tax failed miserably. 2-to-1 ratio. They don't want that to happen again. They're really looking for public input. Please take this survey. and give your input as about what projects and things you want to see improved. It's very, very important. They're also going to go physically to different little kind of town hall type of things to talk about the sales tax. There's Folly Beach in October, town of James Island mid-October, town of Seabrook Island on the 26th of this month, 28th, and then McClellanville, and then town of Kiowa on November 4th, and Awendaw. So for Johns Islanders, Kiowa is probably the best, closest location for us. Okay, and then you can also, in addition to that survey, you can go to tst@publicinput.com, submit your comments there as well, and I highly encourage you to do so. So why is this important? Here's something that I want to explain to people that don't understand this, and I didn't understand this 3 years ago myself. Okay, this is a picture of Johns Island. All right, there's the Stono River to the east, north, and northeast there, and then to the southeast of that, or southwest of that, is Johns Island. You see those red lines? All those red lines are state roads. So I'm going to zoom in here. All the little green squiggly lines, those are city roads in HOAs and neighborhoods. But all the red lines, Maybank Highway, Brownswood Road, Bohicket, River, and a whole bunch of other little roads in here are state roads. And all of those roads I just said are where our traffic problems reside. Maybank Highway, there's Main Road, Bohicket, Brownswood, River, Plowground, especially Maybank, Bohicket, Main, and River Road. They're all state-owned roads. The state has been unable to fund to improve these roads to handle the capacity of the population growth. So since 2004, Charleston County has started these transportation sales taxes to make up for the fact that the state can't improve our roads with our population. So that's why these sales taxes keep coming up. It's not because Charleston County just wants to raise people's taxes. It's not because it's basically, if they don't do it, no one else is doing it. The state's not doing it. The state does a good job, I think, with paving the roads and maintaining the roads with the limited staffs that they have and budget that they have, but they don't have the budget to maintain our roads. So there's all the roads there that are state-owned roads, and many more on Johns Island. Now here's James Island. Again, red roads are state roads. All of Riverland Drive, all of Folly Road, Camp Road, Central Park Road, and all these little neighborhood roads all in here that are red are state-owned roads. And look at the peninsula up here on the top. A whole bunch of state roads. It's an insane number of state roads that they cannot afford to improve with our population. This is the whole state of South Carolina. Those purple roads are state roads. So South Carolina ranks 40th in geography size. The size of the state is 40th in the country, 23rd in population, and 4th in total miles of state-owned roads. 41,000 miles of state roads. And that's what it looks like. That's the system we have. The structure's broken. The State House is currently going through an SCDOT modernization task force, which some of our representatives are on to try to tackle this problem and fix this system. But the system is broken, which is why Charleston County has had to do these sales taxes to try to make up for it the best they can. All right, SCDOT itself acknowledges they don't have the funds to improve these roads the way they would like. They came out with their own report in May of this year called Moving South Carolina Forward. If you pause this and zoom in, you can see that these the orange lines are the current funding in different categories, and the white lines are expected shortfalls by 2050. So it's only going to get worse by their predictions unless something drastic changes. Okay, Berkeley, Charleston Dorchester Council of Governments, BCD COG, is an official government body, kind of a subset of SCDOT, kind of liaison between SCDOT and Charleston County and the other counties and the cities. They briefed Charleston County Council on June 24th, and they talked about level of service of all the roads, which is basically the traffic capacity of all the roads in Charleston County. They briefed the Charleston County Council. Here's what level of service means, the actual definition. You can just pause that and zoom in and check that out. It's basically a report card, A through F. A is really great, F is failure. All right, so that's what that's the national standard. Ron Mitchum, the executive director of BCD COG, said to the Charleston County Council on this during this presentation, basically that they had to come up with another category of F. So imagine you're a student in school, you're a really bad student, and you're getting a lot of Fs, but some grades you're getting even a horrible F. So your teacher comes up with F minus. That's basically what he said. They had to come up with another category of F to show how bad certain roads are failing, worse than the national standard of F. Lo and behold, this is in 2019, Maybank and River Road was already F minus, what I'm calling F minus, from River Road to going towards the Stone River Bridge. All right, so there's the framework there. Green is A to B, yellow, pink, red is F, and then magenta is F minus or F asterisk. There you go. Maybank and River intersection since 2019 was already F minus, and that was 6 years ago. And there's Bohicket there. The Bohicket Maybank Main intersection, as we all know, is terrible. And then you have Main up there going over the Limehouse Bridge. Thankfully, that project, Main Road Segment A, is getting done right now. Should be done by 2028. Hopefully, we'll get funding for the Maybank intersection here soon. Anyway, so again, these are state roads and not county roads, not city roads, that the county council is having to do these sales taxes to make up for the funding to fix these projects. All right, again, there's the website. Please go to it, charlestontransportation.com/public-input. Go take the survey. Let your voices be heard. And please reach out to me with any questions. Go to my YouTube channel and see my other videos that I put out. Go to episode 11 in particular, part 1, episode 11, part 1, and you can see all about, in more detail about our roads and who owns them and the funding and all that stuff. So thanks for your attention. Please share this with other people if you think this will be helpful. God bless. Bye.